social media family Earth Angels. This video of this female soldier talking about radiation in the black community being high and about cell phone towers just popping up. They are preparing to radiation lynch black people. Look here. This video is important enough for me to erase all the other videos that was on this phone to make room for this.
Surgeon General say last night that this week is going to be like Pearl Harbor or
this is your cell phone towers.
9/11.
That's what they look like.
That's how many casualties they are expecting this week. And I'm like, how can you
if we don't
expect
disconnect
this many casualties? Where's this thing at, girl?
If we don't disconnect the wiring
how can you just
in
expect
these cell
this
phone
many
towers,
casualties?
we are toast.
How do you predict death like that? Unless you're causing it.
Exactly.
So here's this one right here. We're at Kirkman and Westgate. We right by Majestic Life Church.
Now she's showing a little,
on the other side,
some kind of little telephone pole looking thing. It's got a little thing on top of it. Now I don't know exactly
so
what
again,
that one is,
but
the big ones look like this right here.
If you've seen these in your neighborhood, go in your car, test the radiation. I want you to download EMF RF detector. It's a free app. And you can pull up to it and face your phone up, and it'll give you a reading on how high these things are turned up. And every day, when we first went out on, I think, Wednesday, we only saw a few, but these things have tripled. We went down the same streets that we went down the first time, and these things have tripled.
EMF detector. I've already downloaded one, but I thank her for the information on that.
Yes, they're breaking down the very elements in the body weakening. You are exactly right. And y'all, we gotta pray. I see Pastor Sam is on here. Pastor Sam, we gotta pray.
No, we gotta disconnect
We
those
gotta pray
towers.
for our people this.
As we pray.
We don't realize, a lot of us are woke, we done woke up, and we don't realize how evil is.
Right.
All the way down to the core. We've been fed a lie.
Yes, about the coronavirus.
The first place they tested this was in Wuhan, China. We have been fed a lie.
She already knows, boy, because she's been watching my videos.
And we God's people, y'all.
Yes, we are.
Protect your children.
Know that
don't let
death
your babies outside be playing
is
in
the
the
way
front yard
God
and all
calls
that.
his
Now is
angels
not the
up. So don't
time.
be afraid to die to be
Keep your
with
children in the
God.
house.
If you keep
If you got a house that got lead-based paint in it at this...
All right, listen to me. She's about to say something about keeping your people, your children in the house. It doesn't matter. If the radiation level is 400, if the radiation level is 400 rads, kills 50% of people in the vicinity of the tower. If it reaches 1,000 and you're in the vicinity, you will die in your house. It don't matter whether you're inside or out, okay?
Point, thank God. Because lead is one of the things that counteract radiation. And if for some of y'all, because I know on every call you make, every live you do, there's some naysayers. If you're a naysayer, I want you to go...
I gotta turn it off for a second so I can do a search here. Images of cell phone towers. Yes, these are images. These are what they look like. These are the big ones. I got a app that keeps popping up on my phone here, getting in the way. But the ones that really put out the RADS are these big ones like this. These are the ones that zaps thousands of people in the streets and kills them. These big boys. These are the ones that are dangerous as all get out, and we have to disconnect the wiring in them, because if we don't, then China can breach these things with a radio controlled toggle switch and cause them to emit excessive exposure to radiation.
Do your own research, and I want you to go and research search the effects of radiation, and then you tell me if it don't sound familiar.
YouTube video. YouTube video. What does radiation poisoning do to your body? Also, 5G death beams, BEAMZ, is the technology that they are using to control these, to reach these things with a toggle switch, okay? And I'm telling you, they got a range of 20 million miles that frequency can reach.
If it doesn't sound familiar,
by NASA
I'm
mission.
still on Kirkman, because I'm about to go roll up on this one across the street from Walmart. But you tell me if these symptoms don't sound familiar to what we're being fed on the media.
Oh, I know.
And what they're telling us.
Right.
They're telling us our elderly will die. Why? Because they have compromised immune systems.
No. Let me tell you about that. The reason that the elderly die first is that the first word that should come to your mind when you talk about elderly is frail. And I give the example. If you got a granny or a grandmom or grandpa that's still living, tell them to line up at the bump of the car and race down to the next block. Race a young person. Well, the pure exertion of just trying to run down to the end of the block may kill grandma or grandpa. They just can't take much. It's because their system is a lot older than yours, and you're a lot younger and stronger. So you can take more than they do. But just a little bit, pushing them over the edge, a little bit of radiation. You know, some older senior citizens can't even have surgery because their hearts are so weak. So frail is what we're talking about here. That's why they
already know what happens to a cancer patient if they go through chemotherapy.
Thank you.
Some make it, some don't.
Stage 4 in your throat is what they swabbing and calling coronavirus.
It's the same thing,
Misdiagnosis. And one thing
and like I said, I wasn't going to even do it live, but...
And the one thing that I want to point out while she's talking about cancer is that there are no hazmat military detox teams anywhere available to detox these sick people, these sick casualties that's been overexposed to radiation. You're supposed to be able to go through MOP level 4 detoxing, where they, just like in that movie with Chernobyl, or Fukushima Daiichi, where they had the spent rod disaster. You can't just walk around in those areas with just plain clothes on. You are in a radioactive, contaminated area, and you will develop cancer. And these sick patients that's running up into the hospital because they've already developed throat cancer, and they need a breathing machine. These sick patients have radioactive material on their clothing, and they are making the doctors and nurses sick. All right.
You know, if we call ourselves children of the Most High, we gotta talk. We gotta tell our people that social distancing, for we won't be talking to each other, so they can monitor everything that we saying. And who knows, Facebook may take this down.
God's gonna see us through even if we die.
I am able to tell
eternal life everlasting.
And y'all, when you find them, post them. Don't just hold it to yourself. Let your peoples know where they at.
All right.
We just drove by.
All right. So what I'm saying is, knowing where the towers are at does not do any good. We got to get the cable companies. Call Mr. Telephone Man. We got to get the protest going out here or something, and get these things disconnected. If they stay live, that's our ass. Not just us. The telephone people is going too. Radiation don't discriminate. It's going to get anybody that's within the vicinity of the towers, period. So if we don't disconnect them to where they won't work and they won't emit too much overexposure of ionized radiation, if we don't disconnect them, break the circuit in them, then we are toast. We are in grave danger. All right.
Neighborhood on John Young, it was right in front of a subdivision. A pocket violent in Balboa, right in front of a subdivision.
Look at this big thing.
At the bus stop at John Young and Colonial, these people were standing in front of it waiting on a Lynx bus. And I said, do y'all realize, did y'all
Look at
stand
that
in
massive.
front of the 3D tower and the guy jumped and said, where?
All right, I gotta
said,
stop
right
it.
next to you. And I'm like, why is